Valerie, and today we'll be making Google Developers Space. It's all about technology, and we'll also be meeting some of the top operators in this event, and they'll be telling us more about it. So sit, relax, and I'll be right back.
As part of efforts to strengthen its commitment to support the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Africa, American multinational technology company has launched its first developer space in Lagos. The Google Developer Space is Google's flagship startup and developers hub in Africa, providing the tech community with access to Google's resources, programs, and business mentors, its people, network, and technologies. The developer space will serve as a place where African startups, investors, service providers, and others can connect with each other in a strong collaborative community. It is a place for entrepreneurs, developers, and enthusiasts to engage, learn, share knowledge and best practices. It is open for tech talks, master classes, startup boot camps, policy and roundtables, code labs, US design sprints, developer community meetups, study jams, workshops and more at no cost to users. The developer space will also be home to Google's Launchpad Accelerator Africa program, which since its announcement at Google for Nigeria in 2017 has accelerated 47 startups from across the continent that have created 1,000 jobs and raised over $200 million in funding.
Hello, how are
Hello.
you? You look
I'm very
beautiful.
good. Thank you. I was going to say the same about you.
Okay, thank you. Now, basically, I want to talk about why we're here and who are you. Maybe you could just help us light to the reason why we're here today.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm Juliet Ehiwan. I'm the country director for Google. And today we're launching a Google Developer Space in Lagos, open to the developer and technical community across Africa.
Now, so what is this Google Development all about?
Yes. Now, one of the things that we've done consistently as Google in Africa is look at ways that we can provide support to raise the level of digital awareness and digital participation, and to just make sure that we work with different collaborators and partners to create a thriving digital economy. Now, one of the, and there are many parts to achieving that. One of the areas we've seen is the importance of communities of like-minded people having access to infrastructure and being able to get the support they need to go further. And so we've consistently supported tech hubs across Africa. So for example, in South Africa, we support the iJozi and a number of local hubs. In Kenya, we support the iHub and a few others. And then in Nigeria, we've been supporting the CC Hub, Innovation Hub, Idea Hub, Impact Hub, and a number of others. Because we believe that hubs offer access to infrastructure and an opportunity for like-minded people to come together and to grow. Now, one of the things we've seen as a challenge for a lot of technology startups in Africa is just access to funding, access to support, access to infrastructure. And so in 2017, we made a commitment to launch a program which we call Launchpad Accelerator Africa.
This is here in Lagos or just in Africa?
In Lagos to support African startups.
Okay.
Now, Launchpad Accelerator Africa is a 3-month mentoring program for early stage technology startups. As part of the program, they get a grant from Google. They get access to space that they can do their leverage to do their work with high quality infrastructure. They get access to mentors and coaches, and these are Google engineers, Google experts, and other volunteers from the community. And they get training and just robust support around how do you take your business to the next level.
Okay.
We've been running this program since 2017. We've had 4 sets of startups graduate from the program. A total of 46 startups have gone through it successfully. And collectively, we've seen some great success stories. Collectively, the startups that have gone through the program have raised over $20 million in funding and created over 1,000 jobs, which is amazing. Now, in addition to that, we committed to providing a space where the developer and technical community can access for free to get things done.
Okay.
And this is the space that we're launching today. I'm so excited about it. This is a space for not just members of our developer related communities, like our developer student groups, groups across the region, our developer student clubs, our Launchpad Accelerator graduates, but members of the developer and technical community can apply to use this space for events. It's free, so there's no cost for using the space. They'll get bandwidth, they get the space, and you can see it's a very dynamic, versatile space that can really encourage collaboration and just the cross-pollination of ideas. They can apply to use the space. It's completely free. It's based in Lagos, but it's open to people from across the region.
Oh, wow, that's a fantastic one. You heard what she said. But quickly, I want to ask, this basically, even is it just for some certain people? Is there an age group of that can actually apply to learn this? Because you also talk about you guys training some students.
Yes.
You talked about something
Yes,
like that.
yes.
So is there an age gap for it?
Not really. So all our programs are really targeted primarily at young people and SMBs, right? So we pledge to train 10 million Africans for free with digital skills in 5 years. We made this commitment in 2017.
Yes, you
so
said
far
so.
we've trained over 5 million, right? And these are primarily young people. Because there's a large youth population in Africa, and we want them to have the tools and the skill set to participate in the digital economy. In addition, we have, I mentioned the Google developer groups and student clubs. We've also pledged to train 100,000 developers. We're offering this through an Africa Scholarships program, and we're offering the training in collaboration with Andela, Pluralsight, and Udacity. So far, we've trained 30,000. Again, most of these are young people who are either currently developers or aspiring to developers. Yes.
Okay. So is that going to be a meeting place? Like either one, is this just something they'll go online and apply for? Or
Absolutely.
So
Yes. Yes.
So the
yes.
training is going to be basically online.
So it's a mixture of online and offline.
Okay.
Yes, there are online modules that they need to take, and there are also opportunities to come together in a classroom environment.
Okay. So thank you very much for your time, Mrs. Julie. So I really appreciate, even for the fact that we came late, but I'm happy having her here to share more light about what we're launching today. So sit, relax, and enjoy. I'm still going to bring one or two people who is going to be telling us about what the program was really all about. So don't touch that. I still remain your host, Mercy Alexander.
It's a real delight for us that this day has finally come, when we can officially launch this space that we've been working on for quite a while now. So it's great to have you all here, and we're going to have a great morning together. Now, why are we so excited about this space? What does this represent? What does it mean? What's the value? Now, around the world, we've seen a lot of value from innovative spaces. We've seen centers of excellence emerge where you have hubs that create an enabling environment where people can share information, where you can find, nurture, and retain talent, where there's healthy competition, there's access to infrastructure, and this is across multiple fields. So if I start with sports, I don't like, actually, Nigeria and all of Africa, we love football. If you look at Los Angeles, the Lakers and the Clippers, or in Chicago, the White Sox and the Cubs. What's responsible, and these football clubs are among the top 10 globally when you talk about clubs to reckon with. So how do you create such successes within the same city? What's responsible? Moving from sports, let's look at technology. Silicon Valley. Globally, we know Silicon Valley is a hub for innovation. We've seen a lot of incredibly successful global stories coming out of Silicon Valley, sometimes from founders at a very young age. What's special about it? We know that the environment is enabling. You have high-quality centers of excellence for education. It's possible to find, nurture, and retain talent. You have a hub of investors. You have healthy competition. You have an aggregate of talent, so like-minded people that can come together, right, and make things happen, collaboration, partnerships. There's access to mentors and coaches. And so there's a lot of value in having these enabling environments if we want to see excellence emerge. Now, one of the things we found very early on as Google in Africa is the fact that, first of all, there's a lot of great talent across the continent. Who agrees with me?
Yes.
We believe in this very strongly as Google. We're very committed to the region, and we've always said this from day one. This is a region that is blessed with immense human potential. And there's no reason why we can't have global tech successes coming out of Africa. But one of the things we've found is that a lot of African startups struggle with things like access to high quality infrastructure, like broadband access, which is one of the basic infrastructural pieces that you need. Access to mentors, people that can advise them, help them to hone their skills, to sharpen their craft, to move things to the next level. Access to funds, investors, and so on and so forth.
My name is Onajite Emera Ogwo. I'm the head of operations for Google's Launchpad Accelerator Africa program and also for the Google Developer Space. I also lead our Women Tech Makers program across SFA.
Now, we are here for a particular reason, which is the Google Development Space, which was launched today. Can you tell us more about it as the head of operation in Africa?
Yes. So today we're launching the Google Developer Space. It's part of a twofold commitment that was made by the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, when he came to Nigeria in 2017. So he announced $3.5 million towards the Launchpad Accelerator program, which supports over 60 startups across Africa, providing them with training, mentorship, access to Google's resources and technologies, and also funding. And the second commitment was to launch a space that would house this program and support startups and developers across the continent. So the Accelerator program already launched in March 2018, and so far we have worked with 47 startups who have gone on to employ 1,000 people directly and raise over $20 million. So today we're launching the space as part of a continuation of our commitment to Africa.
Okay, now, can you tell us a little bit about this space? Yes, can you just tell us a little bit about it? Because most people want to know space. What's it all about? Even me, I'm like curious to know what's that space all about.
Okay, so the Google Developer Space, you can think of it like a startup hub. So it is supposed to be, or it is Google's primary hub in Africa for supporting developers and startups across the continent. While it's based in Lagos, it's open to developers and startups and people who want to learn about Google technology from across the continent. Okay. Why we developed this space was we looked at the infrastructure challenges that are surrounding Nigeria specifically, but also all African startups and developers. They have these challenges. They want to host events. They want to come together. They want to network with each other. They want an avenue and a place that they can collaborate, learn from each other, have trainings. But many of these spaces are very expensive, or they have limited availability. You know, they also have expensive internet sometimes. They can't do it at home. You know, so they need a space where they can come to. And we've provided this space absolutely free of charge.
This place?
Yes, it's absolutely free of charge
so
to use.
one can actually walk here and want to do anything. Is that what you're saying?
So we have to connect. You have to connect via one of our existing organized groups or a partner organization that we work with to host an event here. But it's open to the public. What Google does is a one-to-few-to-many approach. So while we cannot directly get feedback from every single person on the continent, but we do it so through our partner organizations. For example, we're here right now cohabiting with with Impact Hub. So our space is actually in the same compound as Impact Hub. If Impact Hub was going to organize a large event, they could also do it here. So we work very collaboratively with existing hubs on the continent. We also have a number of initiatives that we run as Google. For example, we have Grow with Google, which provides digital skills training to 100,000 people across the continent. And we do this through partner organizations and through chapters. So if one of our organizers wants to come and host an event here, a Grow with Google digital skills training event, they can hold it here. We're actually going to have some this afternoon and some running tomorrow if you want to see what those look like. So we provide digital skills training to job seekers, to small and medium businesses, to women, to basically any large group that we want to enable through digital skills. We also have developer groups and women in tech initiatives. So they also come together. They also have chapters. The Women Tech Makers have chapters across over 30 countries on the continent, and they host events in their chapters. We have about 30 chapters in Lagos alone, and they can also in Nigeria, alone, and they can also come and use this space if they want to hold a meetup, if they want to, engage more women, if they want to have a hackathon or a coding session.
Has to do
absolutely
with
free.
Google stuff. That's to do with
Not necessarily Google, but it has to do with technology because we are a technology company. Yes.
Okay.
But technology doesn't restrict who can actually access. From market women, enabling them how to use technology, how to enable their businesses, how to use their phones. So things as little as that, every little actually helps.
So right now you are actually make things easier for some people, because basically right now what you have it just here in the island, or you don't have it in the mainland.
Yes, we have it here in the island, but we also partner with a lot of organizations. We've run some of our events from Tech Zone in Ikeja as well. We've also worked with CC Hub in Yaba. So we don't want to take away from what's already existing, but we're bringing this as something new and something to just add more to the existing community.
Where you have going, if you have all of your subsequent events, can actually take place.
Exactly.
Take place here.
Exactly.
Okay. Once again, thank you very much for
Thank you for having
giving
me.
us your time, and I know my viewers out there would have learned one or two things and they will be buckling themselves. Now, you said if someone out there wants to be part of it, he or she needs to belong to a group. You said something like that?
Yes, so like I said, we don't necessarily deal with individuals, but if you have an organization, or if you're part of an organization that wants to hold an event that is tech-driven or tech-based, or if you are part of one of our groups, like the Google Developer Groups or the Women Tech Makers Groups, all you need to do is send an email to somebody in Google. If you have a Google point of contact, we also have a website that will be launching soon where you can actually go and register to host an event. We will review our calendar, and we primarily run the Launchpad Accelerator program from this space, but that only takes up about 4 or 5 weeks in a year. So, but the rest of the time it's open for use for many different activities.
So are you in agriculture?
Companies collaborate to learn from each other. Access to mentorship. How do I get my business off the ground? I have this amazing idea, but I need somebody who is going to tell me when I'm doing something wrong. Or who is giving me an idea, or connect me to an enabler. Collaboration, opportunity to collaborate, to network, to meet people, like-minded individuals, people who are using the same or different technologies than me that can share their work and share their learnings with me. Access to community. How do I learn about what is the latest technology? How do I learn about what is new, what is ingenuous? How do I get from point A to point B? How do I advance on what I'm currently doing? And finally, building a strong network, getting their stories out there, letting people know about what they're doing. These are some of the issues that startups and developers on the continent. And why are we so passionate about this? We've been working with teams. We've been working with local hubs such as CC Hub in Lagos, such as iHub in Nairobi, such as Impact Hub where we are right now, to support startups through different programs, through different support systems. And we've decided to expand on the work that we're already doing and create a space, a free space where people can come together and service all of these families.
Hello, for some of you out there who want to know about this Google Developers Space, so just go, do some research about them, contact whoever you think you can contact, you can be part of it. It's free. It's free. It's something that can help you, whether you're a businesswoman, a student, it's for all. Basically, like one of them said, it's for youth. So it's no longer a way you say, oh, there's no job. You can actually empower yourself and do something beautiful for yourself and help your friends and your family out there. And the time is not on our side. Please be part of our program. Call us on the number on your screen. Follow us on all our social media handles. I still remain your host, Mercy Alexander. Bye and have a wonderful weekend.